take it back like 3 or 4 months ago, where was the agency at that point?
Yeah, we were doing like 60K a month.
Revenue, I know obviously last month you hit the big, was it last month you hit the big 100K mark?
Last month, 120K.
Ruben, what's going on, brother? How are we doing today?
What's going on? I'm doing good, and you, brother?
I'm good, my friend, I'm good. So for the people that don't know you, obviously, I believe you joined Licensing Scale, how long ago was it now? Maybe like
3 months, I think.
3 months ago, yeah. So for the people that don't know you, just give us a rundown of, what kind of agency you run, who you are, where you're based. And yeah, man, we'll take it from there.
Okay. Sure. My name is Ruben. I am 23, and I run a marketing agency here in Spain. And we work in the legal space and finance, and we do advertising and coaching and consulting.
Beautiful. Okay, so like standard, like agency model, lead gen, consulting. Basically, when you say consulting, is it like coaching your clients to close deals or?
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. Okay. So in terms of revenue, I know obviously last month you hit the big, was it last month you hit the big 100K mark?
Yeah, 100K.
Boom.
Last month, 120K.
Beautiful. Yeah, I know we were, one thing I'll say about yourself is you've been incredibly persistent. Like it's very simple. You just executed on everything, got shit done, scaled the spend, and ultimately got there very quickly. So where was you, if we take it back like 3 or 4 months ago, where was the agency at that point?
Yeah, we were doing like 60K a month, more or less. We've been growing, but I think we have in the part of closing new clients. I think that we have something that is working, but I think that my biggest challenge was operations and systems, and maybe knowing who I have to hire. So I'm like don't know in this part, and that's the reason that I joined the program.
Yeah. We like break down the stages of the agency, right? And you were kind of a hybrid between like the delegation dilemma, where there was a lot of roles that you needed to hire that you didn't have in place, and the team lead transition where it may make sense to like shift some people around. I know there was some people who were on the team that just needed shifting into different roles and things like that. So say 3 months ago to now, what do you feel like were the biggest levers that you pulled to go from A to Z? I know you mentioned operations, and then on the marketing side, what were those levers that you pulled?
More than one. Maybe the biggest one was to hire a tech person, because when we are onboarding a lot of clients, the CSMs have to handle everything, so they become overwhelmed very quickly. So I remember in the onboarding call that you said to me to onboard a new team member that was a tech person, and I think that's one of the reasons that led me scale to these numbers. Maybe
Okay. So who was doing all the tech stuff before that? Was it you?
CSMs.
Oh, yeah, I remember now. Yeah,
Yeah.
because you had the CSMs that were carving out a shit ton of time doing just low leverage stuff, right?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Got you. So you brought the tech person in, that freed up the CSM's time. And then how did that also allow you to scale? Was it more so that the CSMs were just capped out with the amount of clients they had, or?
I was trying to spend more on ads, but the CSMs can handle the clients that we're onboarding, so I can't scale, literally. So I have to onboard this person that is a tech person that handles all the onboardings, the technical part of the onboardings, and if there's any issue with the technical part or something with go high level, he can handle it. So the main issue is the CSMs were overwhelmed, so we can scale because of that reason.
Got you. So you took the CSMs out of the tech stuff, you brought in the tech person, freed up their time, and then that gave you the capacity to scale. Was that the only hire you made, or did you make any additional hires?
I hired another setter because we are spending more on ads now, but I think that's the biggest hire. Obviously, we have to hire more people, like another media buyer, another CSM, but that's the most important hire that I didn't even know that I have to hire this person.
What,
So
the
it's
setter?
the biggest one. No, the tech person.
Yeah. You don't know what you don't know, right? Like sometimes it's
No, I didn't know.
the unknown unknowns that fuck you over the most. Like the amount, for example, I had a call with somebody in licensing scale a few weeks ago on the onboarding call as well. He had like a client that was running like 20K a month in ad spend, another one that was running like 3K a month. He was charging them the same thing. because he didn't know that you had to charge them more when they spent more on ads. And it's like, there is so many, like, everybody has their own individual, like, unknown unknowns that just unknowingly fuck them over, right? For you, that was your one in this case. And then, okay,
Yeah,
so tech person, and then was it literally just a case of brought the tech person in, brought the CSM's time back, and then just scaled ads, or was there any additional steps?
yeah, but I have to maybe overcome the fear to spend more on ads. And I think that it's true that what you said, but maybe in most occasions you know what you have to do, and I know I have to spend more on ads, but I have this fear to maybe it doesn't work, or maybe I I have a problem in the internal part, so I have to overcome this fear, and I have the peace of mind that if something is happening, I have the accountability calls with you, and I can ask you something, and you answer. So it's both. So on board a tech person, and on the other hand, to overcome this fear to spend more on ads.
Okay. And when you, like, what was you spending initially when you came in, and how much are you spending, say, now or like last month specifically?
Not too much, not too much. I know I have to spend more, but I can handle it more. So I was spending like uh, a little bit less than 2K, and now it's around 3K a month.
It's crazy. Already hit 100K on the 3K spend. Absolutely wild. Anyway, so, okay, I'm curious to know, when you were at the 60K a month, how long have you been running the agency for again, if we just take this back?
Around 5 years.
5 years, got you.
Yeah.
And was like that 60K a month that you got to, was that like a sticking point you were stuck at for a prolonged period of time, or was it just like a small period of time that you were stuck at 60K?
No, we were growing in the previous month, but in the first years that I ran the marketing agency, I was doing around 10K, 5K, something like that. And 1 year ago, I onboarded a new closer. So in that point, I I can grow a little bit faster. But it's like the previous year that I've been growing. But I was stuck maybe in 60K in the for 2 months or something like this. But this jump to 60K to 120K, I didn't know I can do that.
You did it in a month, pretty much.
Yeah,
You just put
in
your balls
just
on the
3 months,
table. 3 months, sorry. Fuck.
maybe.
3 months.
Yeah,
That's it, man. Like, sometimes you, like, the more money you make, the more that I realize you just need to be more of a sophisticated gambler. Like, you just need to be able to carve out more money and just throw it and just be like, fuck, I'm going to make a calculated decision that this is probable to give me a return. It's like, the more money you
yeah,
make, the
for
bigger the
sure.
bets you've got to make, right? It's like at each level you get comfortable in a sense, where you're like, oh, I can just keep spending what I'm spending. I know it's consistent. Or I could put my balls on the table a little bit more, spend some more money, hire some more people, hold myself accountable to it, tell the closers there's going to be more leads coming. Maybe it doesn't perform, but it paid off for you, right? And what's the next big goal for you now?
We were trying to scale more, obviously. I don't. I'm not sure the exact goal that I have, but I'm for sure want to scale more, obviously.
Yeah, I know we were having the conversation about like either cash flow or exit. Obviously, you're at a point where you can squeeze so much more out of the lemon, but you're going to face that path soon. And then you got to decide, like, do you want to use it as a cash flowing asset, build another business, or exit and build another business, or just keep scaling it, Really three options, to be frank with you. But usually I find that the agency model is one of those where it's like, it's great to learn and develop a lot of skills, hiring, retaining clients, communication, systems, acquisition, like everything. And you can use that to just double down in the model, or you can go on to like a higher leverage model, right? Where the margin might potentially be higher, there's more scalability, et cetera, et cetera. I guess to wrap this up here then, in terms of the program specifically, what do you feel were the things that you found most beneficial? Let's say like the things that you found most beneficial that you didn't expect to get help with.
I didn't expect I mean, when you join a program, you can see if it's done with effort, or it's like 2 videos, 5 minutes each, and I like that the program goes straight to the point, but in the same part, it seems like it's done with a lot of effort. And there are things that I didn't know that I have to know, as we said before. For example, when I have to onboard new team members, for example, I didn't know that indeed it's an option, and you can post an offer there, and you can go to a funnel instead of just the questions that have here. So there's a lot of information that I don't know that I have to know, and goes straight to the point. Maybe that's the best part. And for the other hand, the accountability calls make me feel that I have to do something, because if I don't do something, there's a call, and you can see that I don't do anything.
Yeah, that's it, right? Sometimes you just need to be reminded more than you need to be taught. Like, majority of the things you did, bar a few things, it was like you already know what you needed to do a lot of the time. It's just down to like paying somebody a significant amount of money to have accountability to do the things you know you need to do and put your balls on the table helps tremendously. Just like knowing you're gonna essentially let them down or let yourself down. It's like you carved this amount of money out, you may as well go all in now, you know?
Yeah, and you have the peace of mind that if you want to grow, you have someone that you can ask everything you want, and you have the answer. So you have that peace of mind that you can grow with the less problems possible.
For sure. And I'm just curious, just like on the front end side of things, first off, like complete side tangent, where did you actually hear about me? Was it through YouTube or was it through something else?
Yeah, it was through YouTube. I've been seeing your content for maybe months or maybe years in YouTube, when you're uploading videos, raw videos, without editing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, for YouTube.
Sick. And what was the biggest reason you actually pulled the trigger in the first place?
In the program, you mean?
Yeah.
Maybe because I feel that if someone is doing what you want to do, and it's very transparent, and the videos are raw, and you can see that there's no magic in there, so you have the confidence to invest, and to put the the learning part to achieve the goal that you have.
Cool, bro. Well, Ruben, I think that's pretty much everything. Appreciate having you on. That's it, man. Have a good one.
Thank you. Thank you, man.
Peace.